Former BBC News presenter Kate Silverton has called for the judge presiding over the Huw Edwards case to deliver a worthy sentence to the disgraced broadcaster. This week ex-News at 10 presenter Edwards' crimes were laid bare for the first time as a court heard how he made indecent images of children between December 2020 and August 2021. The veteran broadcaster admitted having 41 images on WhatsApp, including 7 of the most serious type. Edwards' former colleague Kate, who left the broadcaster in 2021 to become a therapist, has now broken her silence after feeling compelled to speak up for child victims. Kate slammed the use of the term child porn in regards to the images, and said looking at the images was child violation. The former journalist called for consideration to be given to the children involved and the horrendous shadow that inevitably will accompany them day to day. "I know this because I was one of those children," shared the former newsreader. The former journalist called for consideration to be given to the children involved and the horrendous shadow that inevitably will accompany them day to day. "I know this because I was one of those children," shared the former newsreader. Kate said the innocence that has been stolen from child victims must be reflected in Edwards' sentence when he returns to court next month. "A defense lawyer friend tells me Edwards is likely to be spared jail. I leave sentencing for the judge to decide. But what message does it send to victims if the adults complicit in the sharing of your pain are not held to account?" she asked in a column for The Telegraph. Child sexual abuse all too often creates a legacy for the victims of addiction, self-harm, an inability to form healthy loving relationships, trust issues, disordered and dysregulated thinking, and, too often, suicide. "This is what happens to a child when they have their innocence stolen from them, and surely this is what sentencing should reflect," said Kate. She continued, "I have seen some people try to defend him by saying he did not ask for the images to be sent to him. Why, then, did he not immediately contact the police?" she asked. This week Westminster Magistrates Court heard that Huw Edwards had been involved in online chat with an adult man on WhatsApp between December 2020 and August 2021, who sent him 377 sexual images, of which 41 were indecent images of children. The indecent images that were sent included 7 Category A, the worst, 12 Category B, and 22 Category C. Of the Category A images, the estimated age of most of the children was between 13 and 15, but one was aged between 7 and 9, the court was told. Following Edwards' guilty plea, BBC boss Tim Davie defended his decision to not fire Edwards despite knowing he had been arrested in November over the most serious category of indecent images of children. In an interview with BBC News, the corporation's Director General was questioned on why he continued to employ the veteran broadcaster until April, when Edwards resigned on medical advice. He said, "We knew it was serious, we knew no specifics, apart from the category of the potential offences." Edwards will next appear in court on September 16. Mr. Davie also defended the corporation's decision not to sack Edwards in November, saying, "The police came to us and said, 'Look, we need to do our work in total confidence, we've arrested, please keep this confidential.' And at that point, I think the principle is clear in my mind, and I say we thought long and hard about this wasn't a knee-jerk decision. And it was difficult, but when the police, if you think about this in terms of precedent, people do get arrested and then we've had situations where no charges are made, and there's nothing there to be followed up on." While the BBC boss knew of the severity of the charges, He said he was very shocked when the details of Edwards' arrest came to light in full earlier this week. "We were very shocked. No one knew about the specifics of what we heard over the last few days, which have been deeply disturbing," he said.